smash the like button, people. Certain people have to, atone for their sins, but we'll get into it.
People deluded, I'm back again.
Come on, Ian. Man. And we are back, people. People deluded. I'm back again. Almost forgot how to do things, man. How you doing, Sammy? Our captain, our physio on the platform. We appreciate you. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, man. It's always a pleasure seeing you and speaking football with someone so knowledgeable. How was the weekend? Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? Why are you like? What's going on?
You're being awfully nice. I'm scared. I'm scared.
Make them laugh. No,
scared.
Whoa. We ain't trying to make you scared. Chill. We're not making you scared. Why are you scared? Like,
you're being nice. I don't know what's happening.
I'm a nice guy. I'm 30 next month, and it's a time of reflection and how I've conducted myself. And I thought about a lot of things, man. I wasn't always nice to you per se. You wasn't always nice to me. So we're gonna get a spud to new beginnings, or you're gonna leave man hanging? Okay, we love to hear that. We love to hear that. We love it, and we appreciate your consistent support on the platform. Yeah, how do you feel about Chelsea?
That's it.
Right, we got 3 points. We scored. Marino masterclass up front. What's going on?
I just was not satisfied by that performance. Like, that performance was not worth my time. I honestly just sat there and I was bored. I was bored watching that. Cool, we got the 3 points, but I'm not invested anymore. I'm not invested. Like, these 3 points are just part and parcel of what we have to do to get top 4.
So you're not an Arsenal fan? Like, how can you not be invested whenever we play? What's going on?
I'm an Arsenal fan, but I'm not. Look at what do you want me to be invested in? What do you want me to be invested in?
Do you not love this club? Do you not bleed red?
I love
every game, regardless. You should love it.
I love this club. I do, but what I'm
seeing
recently, what I'm seeing recently,
big woman that's with Ian Wright. She's all introduced me to Ian Wright and that, and she's behaving like this.
It is disappointing to watch how far we have come, and yeah, I just don't like what I'm seeing. Sorry, I don't.
What don't you like? Say Stevie Wonder was an Arsenal fan and they couldn't see. How would you describe it? Why don't you like it?
That's funny. I don't like it because it's not the football that we were born to watch.
But this is your manager.
This is my manager, and unfortunately, my manager has resulted to having to leave the next, what is it, 9 games now? 9 games of the Premier League, and those results are going to be most likely draws or scammy wins.
Haven't you got to win ugly though?
You do have to win ugly, yes, but sometimes when you win ugly, it can look convincing. I didn't see much convincing from yesterday for me to say, like, do you know what? I can say that we can run with 3 points at the next game or 3 points to the game after that. I'm still shook. Like, the football that we're playing still leaves me in a situation where I'm like, I don't know. Anything could happen. You don't know. You don't know what kind of situation can happen up front. Yes, Marino, the centre forward saga that he's.
Oh, we're gonna get onto that. Don't you worry.
I don't know. I'm really not convinced. Like, I don't enjoy the football that we're playing right now. It's not nice to watch, and you're supposed to enjoy it.
Aren't you being a bit harsh, Sammy? Because like we're
not being harsh. I'm so sorry,
but we're dominating possession. Apart from yesterday, where Chelsea had more possession than us, but they had 8 touches in our box. Fair enough, we didn't score enough chances, but it was one-way traffic, and we haven't got prolific players. Your guy Trossard once again stinking up the gaff, but it's all cool. Like, we scored from a set piece, our first since December. We got the 3 points. We got Mikel Merino developing into a striker role since he's actually gone up front. Only Omar Mamouche and Mohamed Salah have outscored him, and he's now got 5 goals. So we're showing that we can react to adversity. You should be a bit more optimistic. Bar the Raya mistake, if you could call it that, that was it. Our record against the top six is still there. Should be a lot more optimistic and a lot more grateful for what Arsenal are doing, surely.
Wow, grateful. Okay.
Nothing's promised in life. Like we should, and you should. Like, you gotta be gracious, man.
Listen. The 3 points are fantastic. Thank you for doing the Lord's work. Thank you for finally giving us the opportunity to say to the fans that we can win games. Fantastic. But sorry, I like to watch beautiful football. I wasn't raised by Wenger by accident.
You wanted Wenger out. You used to say beautiful football
Don't
doesn't
I didn't
correlate to
used to
anything.
say, you can stop that now because I never said
Okay.
that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
never said
Okay.
no,
All right.
I never said that. Calm
All right.
down. Just because you're wearing a black and gold shirt today, like
You need to
calm
calm
down.
down. Oh, we're sending shots. Okay, that's what we're doing. I can see people. You see, I come with peace. People are beefing me,
No,
but go
you
on.
didn't. You came at me about Wenger. Can you relax?
I'm very relaxed. We're listening to you.
Bring it,
I'm relaxed because we got a lot to discuss still.
bring
You
it
got a lot of
here.
sins to account for.
Bring it here.
I'll be as mellow as you need me,
But
darling. Go
anyways,
on. You don't need
um,
to fake me.
anyways, sometimes we have to have the nasty wins, the ugly wins. We've seen City do it. We've seen United do it for many years and get away with murder for how long, whatever. But what I've seen for the last couple of weeks from Arsenal hasn't just been about nasty wins. It's been about performances that haven't even given people confidence enough to back the team fully. I can't say that I would like to see this kind of football against Real Madrid. I do not want to see this football against them because
What if
we're
it
going to
leads to us
be,
winning the champs? Nice football doesn't win
if
trophies. We know that. As you said, you Wenger.
but we're playing Real Madrid. It's not necessarily like um about nice football. It's about getting the results. And yes, we got the result yesterday, but how come we didn't get the results beforehand? Why didn't we get a result against Nottingham Forest? Why did we get one against West Ham? You got to think about these things.
Okay, we're listening. That's why you're here. You're educating us. Go on. We got to think about these things. Why have we got to think about these things?
I mean, we have to think about it because it's not always going to be the same circumstances that come up every single time. Things change, things happen. You never
Things
know.
do change.
Ancelotti can rise up the brow. Next thing you know, like the whole system changes, and now we're up against it because he's sussed us out. So we need to be able to be adaptable, and I don't think
Ask her
we've
again.
really. Say again, do you remember when our issue was playing well but not winning? Listen, what am I supposed to do?
Sound like someone that can't be happy because we play good football and don't win, you complain. We play ugly football and win, you complain. Like, yeah, we
I
haven't
just
won
want
the
us to
Premier.
win trophies.
I want to win trophies, but trophies are
We're
not a
leading
given.
to nothing.
Do you know
Playing well,
how are we leading to
playing well
anything?
and not winning, playing shit and still not winning, but we're still second year after year after year. There's got to be something that gives. I'm so
Don't you
sorry.
feel don't you feel you're being a bit impatient in our pursuit of trophies? Don't you feel like we're building on
No,
something?
I'm
Don't you
not
feel we're a few
impatient.
touches away?
No, I'm not impatient. Sorry.
You
Sorry.
mentioned Carlo Ancelotti, yeah, and he actually, when they beat City, used Arteta as a blueprint. You don't feel like you're being a bit impatient?
I don't care.
Some people
I,
just
I,
can't be pleased, man.
I don't care, man. Do you know what it is now? Yes, I'm an impatient fan because you can't keep giving you can't keep giving me this hope
But we've had
that
injuries
we
and there's been no players available in the market. So you are talking
but
about hope,
then
but keep the
but then we
context.
said we said this last time. We said the injuries, we can't use that as an excuse anymore. It doesn't matter
The
because
red
injuries
cards.
happen. Injuries happen in football. Big players, small players, important players, squad players. Injuries happen. You must adapt.
And we have
Unfortunately,
Marino's up front. But go on.
yeah. But then, would you say that we've adapted enough that Marino is consistent in taking all the chances that he has? Would you say that?
I think he's trying his best. When you look at it, the last 3 seasons included now, he's hit 5 goals and he's on course to have his best goal scoring season. You could argue we don't buy strikers, we
Of
make them.
course, because now
And
he's
this is
been put
great
up
bravery
front.
from
Why
the
would he
manager.
not have his best season? he's been put up front. He should have the best season.
There's no guarantee that you'll succeed up front. You know, your guy Trossard isn't exactly doing that.
And your guy Sterling is not really doing that.
Oh, you mentioned Raheem Sterling. It is great that you mentioned Raheem Sterling because did you see the PSV game? These two quality assists in a big Champions League night. Did you see that? You gonna say sorry about Raheem Sterling?
No.
Why?
Why should I say sorry about Raheem
Because you
Sterling?
was loud with your disrespect. Why can't you be loud in your praise?
No, I'm going to stay loud on my disrespect because those 2 assists, where have they been?
He hasn't been allowed to be on the
No, no,
pitch.
no, 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 no. I'm hearing crickets.
What do you mean? Where have they been? They've been there.
No, they haven't. You're telling me that he gave us 2 assists in a game that really was more of a training session for us. And
I
those
think
two
you're being very disingenuous. PSV have unique qualities. It is a Champions League night, and it is a second leg of a vital fixture. I think you're being a bit disingenuous there, don't you
No,
think?
I'm not because we won that game 7-1. It was a shoe in. It was a shoe in. It
So
was a
why
shoe
can't you just
in.
say Sterling's had a good game? Don't you feel like we've overachieved in the last 2 years?
I mean, we've overachieved in terms of, what we were doing. I can definitely say the difference. What?
I didn't say anything. I'm listening.
No, you're trying. Don't do that because everyone
Brother,
can see what you just did.
I'm
Everyone can
listening.
see what you just did.
I am listening. What am I? What have I done? Did I say anything? This is I'm so happy the people them can see. You know, I've come on nothing but Rasta vibes, peace and love, and this is what you're doing. What did I do? I just asked you a question. Can't you just give him credit for playing well? We're not done speaking about Sterling, by the way. But go on. I cut you. Go on. We've got something to discuss.
Go say what you need to say about
Do you
Sterling.
remember? Okay. Now you want to go there. Do you remember when you added me on Twitter about how
Yes, I did.
Arteta wanted? Okay, calm down. About how Arteta wanted Watkins and all of that, and he could never have possibly wanted Sterling. Do you remember this?
I didn't say anything about him possibly never wanting Sterling.
So you can
I said that he
on this very live
wanted
stream. You never said that.
Watkins. I never said that he didn't want to go out for Sterling. He was an option and he took it last minute.
So the manager did want Sterling.
No, I didn't say that he wanted.
So
Sterling.
do you believe the manager wanted Sterling or not? Just you as a fan.
I honestly think that he was an option that he could take.
No, you're doing the PR stuff. Do you think
No,
the gaffer wanted him?
No, I don't really think that Sterling.
You
was
don't believe the
necessarily on
manager wanted
Arteta's
Sterling?
hit list.
So we got
Can
that
you
on
just say
record.
what you want to say?
I'm asking you. It's so imperative.
I
have.
literally just said I don't really think Arteta went out of his way to go. Yes, I want Sterling.
Okay, so to confirm, he wanted Sterling, right? In order to progress, I need to know.
What I said, I don't think Arteta went out of his way to want Sterling.
Okay, and for argument's sake, if he did want,
said that twice, by the way.
Okay, all right. And if he did want Raheem Sterling, is it fair to say that the manager hasn't got a leg to stand on? And it's not exactly Sterling's fault then?
When has it ever been Sterling's fault?
Oh, it's never been Sterling's fault. Okay, so if I share my screen with you as you try to at me on Twitter, despite the red flags that came with Chelsea's willingness to loan Raheem Sterling to a London rival, Mikel Arteta still personally pushed for the signing in the final days of the summer window. Isn't that great, Sammy?
I don't understand what your point is.
He wanted him. Same thing you decided to at me with the Watkins thing.
No, I asked you about Watkins because I knew from the sources that
you're moving your hands and not looking at the camera. That's a form of lying.
Okay. Do you want me to continue the stream or not?
Yeah, I do. All right. Feisty one on you. Go on.
We never spoke about how much Arteta wanted Sterling, by the way. We never had that conversation. The only thing that I ever said to you about Sterling was that I don't think, from my personal opinion, that Arteta really said that he wanted Sterling. Of course, now you've come with this information forward that he
still
did.
personally pushed for his signing.
Okay, that's fine. So if he wanted him, then why hasn't he done anything to get the best out of him?
This is why I'm trying to ask you, because that's your manager. This is a 4-time Premier League winner, a Champions League finalist. He is mine.
This is your manager as well.
But this is a 4-time Premier League winner, a Premier League legend, part of the 100 club.
He's not moving like one.
He's not giving him an opportunity. This is what I was trying to say to you. Stop piling on Sterling.
Sorry, he's had ample opportunity. I'm sorry.
Ample opportunities. Okay, you mentioned that.
Opportunities.
Do you
No,
think? Okay, go on, go on,
because
go on.
I don't want you to start going back to stat market or transfer
I'm not
market,
going to those
getting up
stat market.
information to be like, oh, he's had two starts
I
in
just
this,
want to know
he's had
because
20 minutes here, no, there, everywhere.
no,
Nobody
no, why,
cares.
why? That's a
See,
valid
you're
point.
going back to that place to just. I don't care.
Oh,
I don't
calm down.
care.
You do care about Arsenal. You do care. You do care. We love that you care as well. Calm down.
No, I don't
Calm down.
care about you bringing up his stats and how many starts and minutes that he's
I'm
had.
not. I'm
He's
asking you a
had an
question. You
opportunity.
haven't even let me ask it.
I'm
Why
getting
are you
tired of this
attacking
guy,
me
man.
on a Monday?
Can you
What's going
please?
on?
Can you just land? Can you land? Can you
I'm
land?
trying to, but you're shy. I'm actually quite intimidated right now. You know, like I'm scared for my safety. I'm quivering. I don't know what's going on. All I want to know is you mentioned he has had ample opportunities. Don't argue with me. This is what he's saying. In the Champions League, he's played 297 minutes. In the Premier League, 307 minutes. In the EFL, 270 minutes. And in the FA Cup, only 80. Is that fair? Is
Yeah.
that fair?
Sorry. It is. It is.
Oh, you're a
It
tough woman to
is.
please, aren't you?
It is. He's had. You're acting like he's just come to the Premier League. He hasn't. These kind of minutes, you would expect some sort of something to happen from someone who's had very much ample opportunity
These
to
look
get
quite
it.
ample, don't they?
No, it is. I'm sorry, but he's had enough minutes to show something. And cool, he gave us 2 assists against PSV.
Hmm.
Fantastic. But then what does that mean going forward? What does that mean? Is that the only thing you're going to deliver for us?
Mm,
Because
mm.
if that's the case, then I don't know why you're barking at me.
I'm not barking. You're the one.
Yeah,
My
no,
voice is the
you're
one bugging
no,
you, know.
no, because you tried to come at me very hard
I
about oh
didn't
Arteta
try.
wanted
Why is everything an
Sterling.
attack?
It is
Why
an
is everything
attack.
an attack?
It is an
What,
attack.
are we not both
Because
Arsenal fans?
if Arteta really wanted Sterling, fine. Okay.
I'm just
Okay.
trying to speak with an Arsenal fan. I'm not attacking you. You're telling me, oh, you just because you're wearing black and gold, you're getting at my personal appearance. You're making me very
I'm
intimidated.
not getting onto you about your personal appearance. I said
Like,
you're wearing a black and gold shirt.
yeah, yeah, you're
Stop
getting at me.
crying.
I, I'm
Next.
I feel like crying, honestly. Like, do you know how happy I am to speak football with you? It's the highlight of my weekend. This is how you're behaving. But the good news is getting better because you tried to chat to my guy Martin Wondergaard. Martin Odegaard has the most assists of any Arsenal player against Chelsea in the Premier League, overtaking Cesc Fabregas and Dennis Bergkamp. Are you going to apologize about Martin Wondergaard, the class region?
No. No.
Why?
Why do I need to apologize?
Because you disrespected him saying he needs to turn up. He turned up.
Okay. Good.
Why can't you just be humble and apologize to
I
the
don't need
captain?
to be. You're telling me to be humble about something that I expect Odegaard to do, anyways.
I'm just asking, I don't know about you, but I like to pride myself on critiquing where fair and equally same energy for praising. I think when you're loud with disrespect, you also have to be loud in your apologies. We're meant to be a classy club, and I don't think right now you're being very classy, Sammy, either to Odegaard or myself. It's not quite nice. Such a
I
pretty girl,
don't. I don't.
quite horrible right now.
I don't need to apologize to Odegaard because if I'm being honest, I think a lot of fans are very upset and annoyed with him with his recent form. It's not been good. It's not. So okay, cool. He's surpassed Cesc and Bergkamp with assists. Okay, okay,
But
okay,
he's had a kid.
okay,
He's had a kid.
okay.
He's become a father. Like, you're not gonna cut him a bit of slack. Sleepless nights. It's very difficult, very testing time in a man's life. Bearing in mind he's younger than us as well.
In a
He's got
man's
the
life.
weight of the club,
Okay,
the weight of his girl,
okay,
the weight of the fans,
okay,
the weight of his
okay,
country, and he
okay.
still tries. He never drops his
But it
head.
was you talking about stripping his captaincy.
I
Okay.
said strip him of the captaincy.
Continue.
Was that
No,
you?
no, no.
Do not
Yeah,
cap.
you
Do
did.
not cap.
You did.
Do not cap. So
You
now you're
did.
turning into a
No, I'm
liar.
not capping. Yup, you were yapping about it last week.
The way you've
So
conducted yourself in these 20 minutes has been nothing short of unacceptable.
don't care.
You don't care about nothing, do you? Do you, little miss? I don't care about nothing. You don't care about
Don't
Arsenal.
care.
You don't care about us getting
Listen,
3 points.
listen. The only time that I will be fully invested in Arsenal again is if they were to give us fans something.
We're
Something.
second. We got to a semi-finals of
Again.
a League Cup. We're against Real Madrid.
Again.
How's it then? Real Madrid's not been played. I don't know if you're doing video and you can look in the future, but we've got a lot of things to play for. Again,
Yeah.
don't you feel like you're being ungrateful, especially when
I'm not
trophies
being
are given?
ungrateful. I'm not being ungrateful because of what stature our club is and what we're doing. This is what we expect.
Are you right about having expectations? Can you have any real expectations in football? Oh, the women are all lining up to defend each other. Oh, here we go. Karma's come to defend Sammy for no
No,
reason
but
when
I'm
I'm the
sorry,
one
but yeah,
being.
let me not lie. You've come at me in ways that are unnecessary.
What have I said?
It
What have I
doesn't
done?
matter now. It doesn't matter now.
I haven't done anything. I'm just asking you about Odegaard. Like, I just want you to ask about. I just want you to say sorry to Odegaard and
I
Sterling.
don't need
Like,
to say sorry to Odegaard. It's what
you
he's
don't need to, but
expected
can
to
you just
do.
admit that Odegaard had a good game and Sterling had a good game against PSV?
I don't really think that either of them. I mean, Sterling
Oh,
had
you see,
a decent game, but I don't think Odegaard had a really good game. I just think he had a game that we have been so used to seeing him that all of a sudden he's given us an assist and we're like,
he done more than the assist. He was man marked by Caicedo and he did quite well. Would it be fair to say that you need a certain level of footballing IQ to see what Odegaard does on a football pitch consistently?
is that you trying to throw shade or something?
How am I throwing shit? I'm asking a question because clearly you can see and you don't agree that he played well. I can see and I think he played well. We
I
can
didn't say
differ in
that he didn't
opinions.
play well. I just think that he played how
We
he's
haven't said he
been
played good.
playing. No, I don't think he played that well. I think he just played as he's been playing.
So,
It's
which
not
begs
been
my
good
question:
and
do
it's
you
not
need a
been
certain
bad.
level
It's
of
just
IQ?
been, I think anyone can see if they watch football with eyes, they can determine what kind of
Oh,
football that they want to see. If it's good for you, it's good for you. If it's bad for
oh,
you, it's bad for you.
oh! And then you say I'm shady. That's a bit shady, isn't it? Don't you reckon?
Yeah, it is shady because you've just been shady to me. So I'll throw it
I
back
have
again.
no. I asked a question. You wouldn't be on my platform if I thought you didn't know football. As somebody that, you know, award nominating and gold digger, shout out to them. She knows Ian Wright and that. I know you understand football, especially because you know, in a day and age where football is stuck in the stone ages, not only the fact that you're a woman, but a black lady, you are a legend. That's why you're here all the time. That's why I'm asking you, because someone that understands football, would it be fair to say to the untrained eye, Odegaard isn't having a good game, but to some other people, he might be all right? Roms, take a touch, man. Take a touch. Take a touch. She is beautiful, but we're not doing any of that. Continue. Very
As
beautiful.
I
Don't be
said,
laughing at next man calling you beautiful on my platform. Am I a dickhead? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't smile when I do that. But go on. Go
yeah,
on. We're trying to
because
be professional.
you just abused me on this.
Whoa, I
So
therefore and I'm
anyway,
nice to you in real life, anyways.
as I said before, if you watch Odegaard for the first time and you watch that Chelsea game, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's a good game. I would say he was all right, and he was all right. But if people think, yes, I am spicy today. Thank you very much.
I don't know why, man. She woke up on the wrong side of bed. I don't know, man.
But
My boyfriend did her dirtiest peak, but go on.
but
Go on.
there's been other games where I could say, do you know what? Odegaard did turn up today.
That
This is
Chelsea,
the
only as good as your last game.
I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't fantasized by what Odegaard did yesterday. If I'm
And he
being
is just
perfect,
become
if
a
I'm being
dad.
honest. You keep using this dad excuse. He was a dad how many months ago? You don't think they have maids, they have service nannies to help them out? He's got the money to do so.
I hear you, but and
Please.
I'm so happy you mentioned money because you know yourself when people sit there and say someone can't be depressed because they got money, how silly that is. Yeah, you haven't got a kid. Yeah, neither do I. So is it fair that we should not judge a man because we don't know what's going on? He's become a dad, the most important thing of his life, and it's a test on his family. Plus, he's had an
I
injury.
said this last week. I said this last week. I said we don't know what's going on in his personal life. Maybe he's going through some things. But I'm so sorry. It's time for you to take that away from the football field. Let's start separating the two. I want you to turn up in football and I want you to be a good dad. Why can't we have both? Why can't we have both?
I mean, if I had to pick one, you can be a good dad soon. You need to be a good footballer today, innit? Like Arsenal comes before that kid. Speaking of shamelessness, yeah, I've been waiting all week to ask you this about Mikel Arteta. Mikel Arteta on what phase Arsenal are in of his planned phase plan. He said phase 4 to 5, establishing yourself at the highest level in the Champions League, consistently perform with a lot of unity and being very close to touching big trophies. What do you mean of that? What do you mean by that, better yet, is what I should ask.
It basically sounds as though even though we're close, in his head, we're still working. We're still operating. We've got to build on consistency before we start winning things. That's what it sounds like to me.
Do you think it's a cop out? Like, do you think he's sounding a bit like a loser if we keep it 100? Being devil's
Um,
advocate.
To be honest, it's hard to say really because he hasn't won anything for him to say otherwise, if that makes sense. Because if he was to say that phase four was where we are winning things, then I
Mm.
would say that okay, cool. He's he's clearly seeing what the vision is. And if we were to have won something maybe last season, then we would have been ahead of the game. But from the sounds of things, we're not ahead. We're pretty much on the path that he set us on.
I can't disagree with that. I think you're right. I think you're being quite nice, banter aside, to Mikel Arteta. Actually, I think his terminology. Personally, I know. Obviously, we kind of spoke about how people want him to be honest about the cronkies, etc. He's never going to do that, and all of that stuff. So I understand it. But for me, I feel as the season's gone on, if we just look at last May up until now, and obviously what we faced this season, I think he's been a bit more diplomatic, if that makes sense. Like I think he's speaking. He's not. He used to kind of speak in absolutes. Like Arteta has always been one to have like the press on strings, but I feel for a period he was being honest. Like we want to win titles, we want to do this. Now it's a bit vague. Like very close to touching big trophies, unity, consistently performing in isolation. I don't agree with, not disagree. Sorry, with any of this, but it does feel a bit like mind games and something potentially even more mind blowing is he said when asked is if this season's a failure if Arsenal don't win silverware, he said we're not there yet. The way I describe failure is different compared to what someone else does. And when further asked, he did speak about he kind of was like, I will tell you, but I don't want you to know type of thing. Like, what do you make of that? Is he wrong? Is he right?
What, he doesn't know what to make of the season?
Yeah, he said his version of failure. Many people would say us not getting silverware is a failure. He's alluding to even if we don't really get silverware, it's not a failure. Where are you at? Is the season a failure if we don't win something?
I think he's just saving his own back by saying that. Um, because we came into this season as being the number one contenders, really. And if I'm being honest, he had the stakes pretty high from the get go. And because he basically failed, maybe you would say at the second hurdle, because the third hurdle was us actually competing from March onwards. That was the time for us to really be getting into a title race. And he can't say that it was a failure because if he says that out loud, then it's like, okay, I have to believe my own words. I don't think he actually believes his own words sometimes. He's got to make it sound as if he's still got things under control.
Like you not apologizing to Sterling and Odegaard, but continue.
I'm
It'll
not
make
going
sense.
to apologize to Sterling or Odegaard. Why?
I thought you loved the club more than your own ideologies and agendas. Maybe I was wrong.
I love my club and I want my club to win things. But within that, the players have to be what? Good players enough to get to that stage. And me apologizing to Sterling does nothing because if he doesn't turn up at the next game against Fulham, what then?
You know, technically, you haven't said like well done for at least the 2 assists or well done for the assist or the god.
Okay, you got 2 assists. I don't understand what you want to
Yeah,
say.
why can't you just say well done for the 2 assists, well done for the assist against Chelsea or the god? Why can't you just say that? Why
I
is
don't
it
need
killing
to.
you to just say
I
that?
don't
that?
need to. I don't need
Why
to.
though? Why
Because
though?
it's expected of you. I don't need to say to you, well done for 2 assists. Bro, we've been waiting for these 2 assists since you got here. Do you know what time it is? Do you know what month it is? Do you
7:31
know what
still.
month it is? And you're just giving us 2 assists just this
March.
second,
He
just
hasn't
this
played.
moment.
So what do you want him to do? Because you
Rubbish,
would have been very
man.
critical if he didn't do it.
Yeah, I still would be critical, but then I wouldn't be surprised. One thing that I've done is lowered my expectations of what to expect from Raheem. Because guess what? He hasn't given us anything to look to say, yeah, we can actually rely on this guy. So I'm not going to apologize because he's not been good.
Okay, apology is one thing. You're within your rights, but you can't just say you can't even say forget that you won't even just say Sterling got 2 assists, Odegaard got an assist. You can't even say those. So I can make you stick.
I've literally said it. Sterling got two
Oh, hands.
assists.
Oh, sorry, I thought you
Okay.
was hitting me.
Sterling
Getting
got
quite
two
nervous.
assists. Odegaard got assist against Chelsea. Okay.
So
Cool.
did you rate Sterling's assist for Declan Rice or Odegaard's cross
They
for
were
Di
they were good
Maria?
assists.
Oh, we got there. Thank you for just saying that. Good. Calm down. Calm down. We both want the best for Arsenal. I want the best for my people. So it's like sometimes I have to educate you, which is cool. It's proper calm. It's my job. This is why when we get into the physio stuff, oh gosh, and yeah, we got some physio stuff to go over as well. It's been amazing. It is what it is. What do you make of our top six record? Mikel Arteta bigged it up. I mean, surely you got to be happy that 19 games unbeaten. I know we ain't won no trophies and all of that, but come on, man. Emirates era, we've been getting battered against the top six. Now we're kind of all right in that regard.
Yeah, no, it's good. Like, it's nice to have that record, and it's nice to be recognised as a team that, you know, the likelihood of us facing Arsenal as a top six. Are we gonna make it? And people, I think, want to win against us at the Emirates, and it drives a lot of people to have that kind of ambition to want to win at the Emirates now. But hey, it's not happening.
You
It's
think we got a
great,
target on our backs?
100%. Because I'm telling you now, God forbid, touch wood, but
Why?
any team that does, break that record, we're gonna hear a lot of noise about it because
We got
that's one
Liverpool
thing
soon.
that. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna hear a lot of noise about it because that's the one thing that we have. It's the one thing that we have, and if we lose it, you're absolutely right. He can be taken back along with Sancho.
I don't know why Sancho's catching the streak, but okay, right. All right, well, I would personally. I know it sounds mad, and I know we need to dip in the market, but I actually think Arsenal could do a lot worse than Sam Raheem Sterling. He's got unique qualities. He's versatile. He's experienced. He's a London boy. Many people will mock him for his, his bravery for his video when he signed for this football club. But what's wrong with a player saying that you're going to see the best of me? Like, I think he's
Listen,
everything
who
we want.
who said there's anything wrong with that? He can absolutely say that
I never said you said
because
anything wrong.
no, because you're coming at us like I don't think there's
Who was
anything wrong with it.
us?
You literally just said that. You literally said I don't think there's anything wrong with a player coming out with that. So you just said it.
Yeah, but who am I getting at with that?
You're getting at someone.
Yeah, but it's not you. So why are you fighting me? Why
Yeah,
are
but
you?
you're getting
I
at
never said
someone.
you.
I'm fighting for that person's back.
So you're just beefing people you don't know because they're beefing
Doesn't
me.
doesn't matter because I'm here to defend them. Because what you're saying is, look, it's cool for you to say I'm gonna bring the best that the best that I have, blah
Mm.
blah 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 blah. Cool, that's great. We would love to see that. Trust me, I wanted to see that so bad from
No, you
Sterling,
don't. You don't.
so bad. No, I did. I wanted Sterling to shine at Arsenal.
Mm.
Unfortunately, he hasn't, and I think I've put out for me. I've given him enough opportunity to try and shine, but I'm so sorry the time at Arsenal, the time at Chelsea, it hasn't worked out for you, my friend. And maybe it's
What
time to go to America.
what if he has a strong end to the season?
If it's a strong into the season, cool. Thank you
Could
for
that tip
showing
your
up.
your thinking to sign him permanently?
No,
Damn.
absolutely not.
How nice was it to score from a set piece again? We've been on a long wait.
To be fair, it was
Came in
good.
clutch again.
It was needed. It was needed because I think that one set piece can maybe roll us onto getting a bit more, especially when we can't really play score from open play. It's nice to have that opportunity to score from set piece.
We've got many. We're evolving. Speaking of evolving, you look at our top goal scorers in the Premier League this season. You've got Kai Havertz with 9. Obviously, his hamstring is broken. We've got Gabriel Martinelli, who some men or women or women do not rate. He's got 6 goals, even though he's been injured. Mikel Moreno's now got 5, the same as Saka. What do you think of when you see that?
Poor, just poor. The numbers reflect on the season that we've had, if I'm being totally honest.
I think you're right. But at the same time, are we being harsh? Like, do we need? Do
No,
we?
no, no.
Oh, I didn't even
Every
finish my sentence.
every time that you say are we being harsh, I don't think we are because we've seen what we can do. This is not us being harsh. This is
But
what
this shows that the goals are shared out, surely, amongst the side.
yeah, but the goals were shared out the last 2 seasons. We had Martinelli, Odegaard, Saka, Havertz, even Rice scoring goals. Okay.
And a lot of them players haven't pulled their weight. Like Arteta's trying to build something magical, you could argue, having multiple ways of playing, scoring goals from open play,
And that's
dominating teams
fantastic. But
and set pieces.
unfortunately, all our attacking players have decided to be out of form all at the same time. And cool, Marino, I have to give him some credit
Another
because
player you didn't want to rate. But go on, it's
I did,
honesty hour.
when did I ever say that?
You just go on. Just go
When
on.
did
I
I
don't
ever say that?
you,
No, you need
listen,
to stop. No, you need to stop that now.
we'll get
It's
we'll get
getting
on
annoying.
we'll get on
It's
to it.
getting
We'll get
annoying.
on to it.
It's getting annoying.
Woo-hoo. Just go on. We want to hear what you've
Anyway,
got to say
I'll
about the
give credit.
person
I'll
being
give
rate.
credit to Marino for being plunged into the deep end in this situation. You
Pause.
know, this is not your usual position, and sometimes he gets into the right positions. He gets stuck in, and when he gets it right, he gets it right. And maybe he'll give us a couple more goals. You know, hey, if this centre forward arc helps us get 10 goals from him, cool.
Could you argue we don't need another striker? Like if we were to get a left winger and have a
We
right winger, him and
need
Havertz could be the
a
forwards.
striker. Sorry, sorry. We
What do
need a
they need a
striker.
striker for? Like what do they need to do?
We need a striker who is a striker, born as a striker, developed as a striker, knows how to move like a striker, scores like a striker. That's it.
Don't you see a bit of Van Persie in Mikel Marino?
No.
Damn,
Look,
man.
this arc has been great. Thank you so much. You have really fed families. We need a striker.
Yeah, but what striker though? Because it's difficult to find strikers. There's not many
I'm
strikers
not
that are
gonna
going to
lie.
improve us.
We need a striker that's a top gunman who gets in positions that he should be in.
Who's in the ideal world? Who is that? I know you're
I
going to
mean,
say.
I want that. I want that guy with number 14 that plays for the Geordies. I want that guy. I
We got
do.
stuff to cover with him as well, to be fair.
I do. I really, really do.
Imagine that we're
It,
going with Mikel Marino against Real Madrid up front. We're crazy. I don't
we're
even know
very
how much
crazy.
of a
We're
chance we
very
have against
crazy.
Madrid.
I don't know. I don't know who thought that this idea was gonna land, but hey,
You might
you
as well
never
talk to me
know.
about
You
Madrid as
never
well,
know.
man. Are you confident against Madrid? Do you have like out of 10? How optimistic are you? What's all your thoughts in relation to drawing Madrid? Like, let me have everything.
Um, I think we have a chance to play some decent football against Real Madrid. I think it'll be a lot more balanced in terms of us having opportunity to, not have a team come at us, full park the bus against us. Like we'll have some open, we have an open game. However, I'm not confident purely because I don't know if Ancelotti works for the mafia or if
That threw me. That threw me off.
Real Madrid have a deal with the devil, but
Damn.
their juice runs so strong that it. I don't know what's gonna come at us. I don't know. I don't. It's hard to say because, as I said before, the way we play Chelsea, I do not ever want to see that happen against Real Madrid because we are
Specifically
going.
taking our chances. We're not gonna have 3, 4 chances, and we
We're
better dare if
not.
we get
We're
them
not.
to
We're
not
going.
take them.
This is my problem because I feel like such games that we have would have been a perfect lead up to sharpening everyone up, being decisive, and understanding that if this is my only chance, I need to take it and make sure it
Take
gets
it.
in the back of the net. Unfortunately, we're not doing that, and it's not looking promising going forward. So, what do we do?
I wish I had an answer for you. I can't remember, but like prior to the draw, yeah, was you of what camp did you sit on? Was you more on playing Atletico or was you more on playing Real Madrid?
I was more on playing Real Madrid because purely because of our style of play and theirs, it would make for a good game, I think. I think with Atletico, it would have been very defensive, it would have been very regimented football, very boring to
Big
watch.
words. Come on, Physio, regimented in that. Go on, keep it coming, keep it flowing.
It would have just been very like Stone Age ball to watch, really, and I wouldn't have been enthused by that. And at least if we're going to play Madrid, at least there'll be something. It would be better to watch, I think. However, it would be good if we were able to, get in there early, score some goals, and yeah, because we're the Emirates. Why not? Why not believe that you can score? Like, why not? I wouldn't say that Courtois is the best goalkeeper going. I'd say that at the moment he's
A little
got
bit
sticky
harsh.
fingers. I mean,
I
he's got
hear that.
sticky fingers at the moment, so I wouldn't say
Right,
that.
had that against Chelsea, so we need to be easy.
But true, exactly. That's what I'm saying. The goalkeepers, there's a discussion to be had there. Defensively, I think our defense is a bit stronger than Real's.
Oh,
Little
you
bit strong,
reckon?
little bit stronger. Midfield, Yeah, their midfield is obviously better. Their attack is obviously better. So yeah, we probably won't concede like crazy amounts, but we might get bullied. And getting bullied on the pitch means mistakes, means emotions are high, means
Who's gonna get bullied though?
we might.
Yeah, who's we though? Like what players? Because I know Lewis Skelly's not getting bullied. I know Timber's not getting bullied. The centre backs are not getting bullied. Odegaard's not getting bullied.
Are you sure
Who,
Odegaard's not going to get bullied?
define bullying? I don't know. I don't think he will.
These guys on our team fear taking men on, you know.
We should all
And one
fear
thing
that.
about and one thing about Madrid, they're not scared about going in 1v1s. So
They're rattlers.
exactly. So that's what I'm saying. When emotions are high, we're likely to make mistakes, and then therefore, look what happens. So we need to be on our 10 toes, sharp, awake.
I hear that. So where for you, where does it? You know what? Side note before I ask you that I think you made an interesting point about Madrid. I think you showed you're a bit of a football romantic because you keep talking about enjoyment of football, which isn't necessarily wrong, but it's nice to hear someone speak like that. But also, I'm a bit different in that I hear what you're saying. It's more open. We might get more of a chance. Real Madrid are still Real Madrid, which you said, but they can obviously like they're not the best Real Madrid side I've ever seen. But for me, it's better the devil you know in it because I just think Atletico. I know we struggle with low blocks, but they play just like us. Obviously, they got star quality as well, but they play just like us. It's smelly. Real Madrid are unknown because Carlo, as I said earlier, he said when we played City, I looked at the blueprint from Arteta. I did that. I've seen them do low blocks on occasion. I've seen them press. I've seen them sit off. I've seen them put little Valverde and these ones in other places. I've seen the fine margins. Like I think every Arsenal fan would say, banter aside, if we'll compete, but it could be a thing where both teams get one chance in the 80th minute. Real Madrid probably take theirs. We don't take ours. And I know some people are
Mm,
saying we can low block our way to the final, but I don't
mm.
know. I hope I'm wrong. We can't do that for 180 minutes, let
No, we
alone
can't.
an extra half an hour. It's a myth. But Saka might be back, Miss Physio. Apparently, he's going to be back for Madrid.
Boy, I've already had people attacking me about this one still.
You
So
should be attacked because you know you was giving us all that physio. She's a great physio, but she was giving us all that jazz. I was saying Saka's coming back. Martinelli be back.
okay, like listen, as I said, if it's me personally, I wouldn't want Saka back on the pitch.
I agree.
Like
I don't know why I don't know how he's back.
I already said I only want him on playing Madrid if it is going to be worth it. If we put Saka on that pitch, I hope I hope it's going to be worth it. But at the same time, if he's ready, if the medical team say he's ready, professionals are saying that it's ready, then that's fine. I just personally think that I just don't understand why he really needs to come back. Like, what's the need? We've got what, 9 games left in the Prem. Let the boys finish their job, get top 4, start the new season afresh, sharpen up pre-season to do all of that. Why not? Start the new season with new ambitions.
You don't think he's pressing to play against Madrid?
Maybe he is. Like as I said, I don't know Saka personally, and as I said, he could be the one that's pressing to go on and go forward. And if he wants to be that guy, then cool. Mikel's not going to stop him.
That's the
But
saddest thing.
that's the thing. And if the medical team say, yeah, I mean, it's up to him, then it's up to him.
But he's popping them
But
pills, man. You know better than me, but he's doing all them painkilling injections. They're gonna run him through all them tests. And
that's
like I
what I'm
said, when we
saying. That's just
yeah,
going to
we spoke
be.
about this.
But that's not going to provide him with the option of having a long, illustrious career, is it?
I'm with you. But then if we look at all clubs, yeah, Arsenal, all of these things, you know better than me. Is there morality where managers' first priority is just 3 points?
What do you mean?
Like obviously in the ideal world, yeah, you like we're talking. Let's use Saka as an example. You know, again, I'm not a physio, but I'm of the belief, a bit like you, just chill off until the end of the season. But and the manager might feel that way. But if they give a little bit of positive analysis, and he might know, and Saka might know, Saka might want to play even though he's not fully fit. As a manager, you might know, don't play him in it. But at the end of the day, whether we win or lose, Saka gives you more of a chance of winning the Champions League. So you know, from a morality point of view, probably it's best to sign off. But at the end of the day, it's your job. You're gonna play him. And if you imagine that, we know the leagues are right off, but could you imagine if we were still in with a fighting chance of not just the Champions League, but the Premier League as well? That's why I asked. Like, I think a lot of clubs do this. Like, how much man I rush back and all these things. I know they're trying their best, but yeah.
Yeah, but Saka's been rushed back before. Even for the Liverpool game at home, he was rushed back for that, same as Timber. They will rush back for that. And it's all because of the current situation that the club is in. You know, they all talk, they all go, do you know what? I'm going to do anything to be ready for that Real Madrid game. I promise you I'll be there. That's what they'll do. And I think that with circumstances, if, as you said, the league was still on and we were in fighting chance of it without Saka, and we had the opportunity to bring Saka back at a point that could have been so helpful for us in the race, then cool, cool. I hear it. I get it. And it's the same thing with Champions League. We've got Real Madrid. This is an opportunity that we'll probably not have again. So we're going to pull out all the stops to make it worthwhile. And that's why I said if Saka's going to come back, it has to be worth it. It has to be because he's ready. I don't care about if Mikel thinks he's ready or the team think he's ready. It has to be him. If the data and the stats and the figures are showing that he's just not there yet, but he's like, I've got this. I believe in
That's
myself.
what I think is the
Then
case.
cool. Then cool. Because you're not going to stop a player. You know, he's the one that feels his body. He's the one that knows he's ready. Because, as I said, the hamstring, yeah, if he runs and does that first sprint and he feels shook, you'll see it. You'll see it. If he can't
I
take his
mean,
man on, you'll see
if
it.
we had to take a risk, it'd be today. Today it'd be against Madrid. If because
Exactly.
you keep saying worth it. If there was something worth it, it'd be that. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It has to be worth it. And it's going to be Real Madrid. But is it going to be the first leg or the second leg?
hopefully the Emirates, man, because if I was more confident about getting anything to kind of have a fighting chance, a bit like the Bayern Munich game, in it, we do this thing at the Emirates, probably going to get stage fright like we did against Porto or Bayern. And one thing that shocks me beyond the obvious, like I don't want to sound like Arsenal have no chance, but they're significantly more experienced than us. Their manager is as well. They've got way more ways of playing. It's one thing talking about Vinicius, Rodrigo, Bellingham, this one, that one. It's the Diaz's, the Ceballos who might not be fit, and these guys that also make the difference. And then I look at it, it's like, at our best, we can give them a game. At our worst, I'm not sure. And then obviously, Carlo and their players have been in this scenario, rightly or wrongly. And I do think, regardless of Arteta being new to his job, and he needs to learn things a lot sooner than he's doing, this is the first time he's going to be playing Real Madrid in certain contexts. It's the same like with Bayern Munich. So it's like, and also our players, I know a lot of them have played in European games, but as a squad, you ain't been in the battlefield like that. So it's
true. This is a war that we're
learning
going
curves.
to. It's actually a war that we're going to. And
Exactly.
that's why I said, like, I want Saka to,
We got blunt butter knives. They've got Mac 11s and grenades and shit.
No, literally. And that's why I've always said that I just want Saka to be ready for it, because that pressure to be back for such a game, like,
All our
it's
hopes
not
are
a,
on him as well,
this
If
is what I'm
not that, a
saying.
Wanyeri and Lewis Skelly.
So I'm saying, you go into that game and you're literally just like, shit, like I'm actually playing Real Madrid, like, and I just come back from injury. That's a lot going on in your head. And
Taking in the scenery and
it's
that as
gonna be
well.
so much critique as well about his performance coming back. But
Oh,
some
you
people are
know
not.
it.
No, but some people are not going to be fair. Some people are going to
We
be,
know this.
yeah.
100% you're right.
So I would love Saka to be rested until next season, because really and truly, this team needs to wake up, smell the coffee, because it can't be Saka and inshallah 3 points. No, it
We
has to
need to learn how
be.
to thrive without him.
This is it. We need to be a team. We need to work and handle this together. And I honestly thought that Odegaard would be the guy to step up.
He has, he has. I mean,
I don't think.
Real Madrid are quite lucky that Sterling's suspended, or he would be a big candidate to start in that first leg, surely.
Yeah,
We're going
no,
to
of
need him at
course he
Benoit.
should be. But then I expected more from Odegaard stepping up. If I'm being truly honest, I wanted more from Odegaard, but
100%.
it is what it is.
He's wet the
And
bed
go,
like
but
he's you.
then, huh?
He's wet the bed like he's you.
Wow.
It's the reality of it. Like,
You don't
banter
know if that
aside,
kid's wet in the bed. Probably when the kid is probably helping him go to. Anyways,
you took a fucked comment from me and made it worse. Somehow I
I
look like
know,
the good guy now.
because that's what's happened. That's what happened.
You're quite dark, aren't you, Sammy, man? Damn. Don't know quite what to say to that. Like, that was quite fucked, really. But that's where I'm a bit pessimistic, because I don't know. And Arteta probably, now that I probably jinxed it, I don't see him changing formations or making dramatic changes. I don't see a three at the back. I don't see a young player or
Mm,
Calafiori. We're gonna rock up there with Marino, and then you need your
mm,
difference makers. As you said, I don't know if Odegaard's gonna be on this. Maybe he's up for it. It's his former club. It makes him a bit
mm,
comfortable. He
mm,
wants to show how much he's developed, but he's probably gonna wet the bed. You got young Wanyeri and young Lewis Kelly. I have all the faith in the world in them, but then where does that place me with the other players? And also, they're young. Saka's not going to be fully fit, and like you greatly articulated, people are going to get onto him. I rate Saka because unlike Cole Palmer, he hasn't ducked the Emirates test, and I'm pretty sure Saka would back his mum. But it is what it is in that regard. So the champs, we're just gonna have to pray. Who do you have as the favorites for the champs, anyways? Like,
mm.
there's some big teams still in there.
I'm
Obviously,
not.
Real Madrid.
No, there's some
In
big
fact, no, you can't
teams.
say Real Madrid because
No,
everyone's
I
got Real
wasn't
Madrid
going
by
to.
default.
I actually wasn't going to. I actually wasn't going to. Slightly. I'm looking at PSG a little bit.
Why?
The game that they put against Liverpool, yeah, over the two legs, like they were going in with a mission and one mission only, and I think that's the kind of football that you should bring to like the Champions League. I
Went to
enjoy them a
war.
lot.
Anfield is scary. They came out of
Anfield
it.
is scary, exactly, and they came out of it bloody because they left them in tears, tears.
I last week
Salah,
was amazing.
like it was a good game to watch as a neutral, and I really think that PSG, I think they'll wound Villa a little bit. Yeah,
Emre Derby. But to be fair, then, if you're saying PSG, we beat PSG. So if PSG can win the champs, could we?
I mean, this isn't the same PSG that we played, so
You know, is that not the
it's,
same players and the same manager?
no,
I'm just asking.
man. Mr. Louis has done something. He's done something at that club, and yeah, that's not the PSG that we met. So
We
yeah,
can have faith in our defense, though.
no, this is the one thing that I stand by. That back four, yeah, Timber. I will always have time for Timber.
Talk on Timber, please. That's why he's on the screen.
I
Give him
will
his
always
praise.
have time for Timber. This guy
I'll play
post
like Timber. You should
ACL.
come watch me Sunday League, but go on.
This guy post
Don't
ACL
diss me.
has been nothing but good stuff to watch. I said you gotta believe. I don't know about that one. I don't know. But yeah, no, Timber has been some good stuff. And I think he's a really good opponent to have against because he doesn't stop. He doesn't
He hasn't
stop
got ripped yet.
at all.
Just reads his Bible and does his job, man.
Like I really like watching him. I think he reads the game very well. And even when it was Odegaard, Saka, and Timber, we had a really good system going on the right. And I trust him, and I know there's not going to be a point where if he makes one mistake, trust me,
He's reacting well.
he will come back and fight.
Is he world class?
He will be.
How long do you give him?
I think maybe another season, because
Oh,
this is
right.
this was his introductory season. Because obviously last season we only had him for literally one game, and we had already seen the potential from then, anyways.
He's
But
playing
this
left back them
season,
times as well.
he's been stellar. Let me not lie. He's worked, put in the minutes, done the job, whilst Ben White has been out. I respect him highly.
Is it peak for Ben White?
Yeah, yeah, it is. But it doesn't mean that Benny Blanco hasn't got his attributes. It just means that I think Timber is a lot more useful in the system. Yeah.
On Timber, like I got two questions before I move on. The first would be if we're playing Real Madrid tomorrow, what's your left back and right back?
Lewis Skelly and Timber.
See, I'm going Timber left back and Ben White.
Oh, is it? I mean, he's strong.
Calafiori is the only one
Is,
that's
is
not playing
Ben
for me in
White
that.
is Ben White
He's rusty.
ready? Is he ready?
He's a Spartan, man. I trust him. I trust him. I trust him. In fact, I think at the Bernabeu that will be it. I think at the Emirates, Lewis Skelly will play. It probably should be Lewis Skelly and Timber. I'd love to reintroduce myself to the Timber and Bukayo Saka down that right hand side. He's been one of our best signings, 100%. Some of you tried to fight me. One thing about me, I'm right more than I'm wrong. You lot tried to fight me. The summer we signed Declan Rice. I said, big up Rice. He's great. Obviously, 100 million quid. But Timber is the best signing we've made. And to be fair, that was probably our best summer window with Declan Rice, Raya, and obviously Timber. We fucked it up because we signed certain men that were playing in midfield and now up front. And ironically, we missed them. And my next question, yeah. Obviously, no, I rate Calafiori. I rate Calafiori, but I haven't got a lie scheme on that. I'm not saying your line, but reality is he needs to go on a defensive crash course. The man's a fire hazard in our half. In the other opposition, great. I think the others are going to be stronger 1v1. They can the other options can still get ripped, but realistically, Vinicius, Rodrigo, and Mbappe, all of them, I need you to lose the battles, win the wars. And what I mean by that is if they go past you 1 or 2 times, great. Just make sure it doesn't come to anything. I can't trust Calafiori. I can trust I'm not saying the others won't, but I can trust Ben White, Timber, Lewis Skelly. Tommy Atty was fit, would have been perfect.
I hear that.
But because Calafiori's got long hair, I'm not one of them zesty youths. Like I don't fancy him or Mikel or Odegaard. So I'm not saying you do, but what's Calafiori going to do for us in that? He is young. I fuck with him, but he's not ready.
Yeah. Since you said Ben White and Timber, it makes sense. Had Ben White had maybe like 1 or 2 games to get his game set match on, I would have said, you know what, that would be our best fullback pairing to take.
Oh, look at us agreeing on something somewhat. Look at the progress we made in this 56 minutes. I could cry, man. I could cry. Don't ruin it. Why is that look in your face? You just want to disagree with me. And my next question, no, stop disagreeing with me. Just be nice, darling. Yeah, just be nice. We're getting somewhere. I told you I'm the peaceful guy. Everyone showed you that. Gabriel, Magalhaes, Saliba, Timber. Now, Magalhaes is, I think, the big brother in it to Saliba. He's doing a lot. He's great. If one of them left tomorrow, which absence do you think we'd feel the most? Saliba, Magalhaes, or Timber?
You know, you've asked me this before.
And I'm asking you again.
And I said Gabriel. I think it's still Gabriel.
Okay, that's what I'm asking. I've done about 3-4 live streams and I've asked everyone the same question
you
again.
Asked me this last week.
And I'm going to keep asking because opinions change. What is your beef? No, don't do the victim thing now. Don't put your hands up now because what are you doing? Don't
like, like damn, like
fucking hell, like
calm
like
down, brother. I just said you asked me this before.
Where's your little bedroom karma? Because you lot talk about gaslighting. This is gaslighting. This is what's the other word the girls on Twitter say? This is narcissistic. I don't even know if I've used the right context, but yeah.
I wasn't gaslighting you. I was just like, you asked me this last week.
So I asked you about Sterling.
And then I said, okay.
Okay. Damn. All I want to do is get your opinions or someone's opinion of football that I rate. But damn, you can't ask a question anymore. You know, I'll leave you to do it. You know, we're just gonna talk about Saliba. You know, he's done well. He's done well. If it's okay for me to ask you this, like for Romano has said that Real Madrid are on him. We're trying to get the contract sorted, and Berta wants to get that done. Is it okay to ask you that? Is it okay to ask you how important it is to tie Saliba down?
You haven't asked me about Saliba, so yeah, continue.
Romano has said, I don't expect big movements for William Saliba this summer internally at Real Madrid. They're monitoring the player. He is considered the Bellingham of defenders, but that is normal, appreciating a player like Saliba. At the same time, there is Arsenal. He still has 2.5 years left on his contract. There's no urgency. It's not a dangerous situation for Arsenal. Andrea Berta will work on a new contract for Saliba to explain the project, the long-term view, the ambition, and discuss numbers in terms of the contract with the player. They want him to be a crucial part of the project. He did speak about wanting to win trophies with Arsenal and wanting to stay, but said negotiations are nowhere there. If it's okay of me asking you, what does this mean for Arsenal and how important it is it to show for us to show him about our long-term view, our ambition and project? If it's okay to ask you that.
Okay, settle your tone.
My tone is settled. My tone is settled. Is settled. It definitely is.
Okay.
I know it's okay. You don't need to tell me it's okay. Go on, darling. Thank you. Okay, you don't need to tell me. Okay, just answer the question. This is what the people then want.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm smart. I'm gonna keep saying okay. Ooh.
Okay. Stop mocking me. It's rude.
You're mocking yourself, but go on.
Wow. Okay. Anyways,
please just answer the question. Like, please. Like, okay.
Anyways, listen, Saliba, love the guy. I want him to stay at Arsenal for as long as possible. I think he's a top defender, and I think he's only going to get better. And with the pairing that he has with Gabriel, you know, the development that he's had over the last couple of seasons and the way Saliba is moving, we're on the way to having a top pair that can take us to the world and back. And I want that to happen. I want us to have that for many years. But it does mean that we need an attack that does what our defense does.
That's what I'm saying,
Solidly.
man. If we could just, we got Odegaard, we got Saka, we
If we
got
can marry
Sterling,
the two
we can get
together,
Isak, it'd be great.
it will be
And
great.
look, I wanted to ask you this as well, yeah. Is what Eddie Howe's done at Newcastle more impressive than what Arteta's done at Arsenal?
Low key, low key, low
Because
key,
3 years he's saved them from relegation, took them to the Champions League, and ended a 70-year drought
low
for
key,
Silva.
low key. But I will say that the levels are different in terms of, you know, where the clubs have come from. You know, I think
Expand on that for those that don't understand.
I think with Newcastle, they've had great history. You know, they've been that club. But I would say there's been a good portion of years where they haven't been that club, and that's where they've stayed.
Mike Ashley days.
And with Arsenal, we have been that club where we've had the highs. You stayed high, and
Was
then
you an Arsenal fan then?
huh?
Was you an Arsenal fan when we was them times? Was you watching football?
Yeah, I was watching football. Unfortunately,
Who got
it
you
was
into Arsenal?
it was a dark. My dad.
I big up dad, man. If only you could see how rude you're being to the people then. But go on.
He knows I'm rude. It's okay.
Damn. Big up dad, man. You know, you can't blame the parents, man. We all got our own decisions. You can't blame the parents, bro.
Oh,
It's crazy. It's crazy. Like,
did you feel good saying that? Did you feel good?
huh? Did I feel
Did you feel
good?
good saying that?
No, because it's upsetting. Like Dr. Umar wouldn't be happy with this. Like it pains me to say this on a public platform. Like you've got so much potential. Do you know who you're like? Do you know who you're like? You're like Reece Nelson. You've got potential, but for some reason it just hasn't worked. I want you to be like Saka, man. We're gonna get you there, man. Don't watch nothing. Don't watch nothing. See you at the SJ Awards. We're gonna get you somewhere. Don't worry, man. I got faith in you, Sammy. I
Good
believe
Lord.
you. Trust the process. We see something in Miss Physio. You're doing great stuff. South Africa's proud of you. Really is.
Thank you.
It
Thank
really
you.
is. Okay.
I said thank
Huh.
you.
Yeah, but why are you so aggressive? Like I've done you something.
Thank you,
You
damn
talk to
it.
me like I stole
That's
your phone in
aggressive.
PE or something.
That's aggressive. But I said thank you calmly.
Thank you. Thank you. Speaking of calmly, I'm going to calmly say something to you on screen, and I'd love to know your thoughts. David Ornstein on reports of a potential 300 million spend this summer. I'm sure you've seen that. I'm not aware of a specific number, but Arsenal recently posted healthy financial results. There'll definitely be room to maneuver. I'd expect it to be a pretty busy summer at the Emirates. So we're hearing bullish chat. And also, you know, you're seeing the links and whatnot. Berta's coming in. Like, talk to me. 300 million. And that, are we going to do this? Like,
All I need to say is I'll believe it when I see it. Because we have been hoodwinked, we have been led astray many a time. So if they're telling us that we've got a healthy something something, then cool. Hand it over and make sure what you're using that healthy something something with is gonna make sure that we win big. Win
but you got to
big.
spend the piece properly, man, because
That's what I'm
spending ain't
saying.
anything.
The money
Arteta
has
spent
to
over
be
100 million on Havertz and Marino, man.
So I'm saying the money has to be spent wisely, and I think having someone, a sporting director that hasn't played for Arsenal before, I think it might be a clash of personalities, but I think it's necessary. I think it's necessary because not everyone can agree with you. Not everyone can say, you know what, fine, we'll go out and spend all of this money on this guy, and he ends up being shit. I want
Arteta's got to
someone
be
to,
open to listening, like because
yeah, I
we
need
could
someone
use
to challenge
ourselves
it.
as an example. You don't like listening. You're quite confrontational, but go on.
That's it.
Damn, I thought you was gonna say some real think piece. Normally, when I look at the comments, like, oh my god, Sammy's so smart. I'm not gonna say that today. And look, they said Sammy's a top girl. Yeah, but if it was a Premier League, how long is she gonna be at the top? We've seen Arsenal crumble. What do you make of Gamara's and Zubamendi links? Do you think it's realistic we get both? Would you prefer Gamara's over Zubamendi? I watched Zubamendi last week and I think he's a good player. But I just think if we lose Partey, we lose
I don't think
physicality.
Zubimendi is what we need. I don't think he's what we need.
Ooh, most Arsenal fans can't stop waffling about Zubamendi. Why do you believe that?
Mm, I think he fixes some problems, not the problems that we need fixed in a package. from said player, if that makes sense.
It
Because
does, but could you expand for Stevie Wonder listeners out there?
okay.
Like you got
I
to paint a
think
picture.
do you know what it is? I think what we need, I don't know. I think Zubimendi has still got a lot of things to work on in his game. And I think he's not the kind of creative player that I would want at my club. He's got he's good, but he's not great. I need more. And Bruno, hey, he's bullyish, he's strong, forward moving. I like that. Even though I don't like that he plays for Newcastle and he can be a bit of a bit.
See you next Tuesday. That's what he is. And we need that. We've got too many nice guys. I like the fact that Lewis Skelly, Kai Havertz might not be the most eye-catching, but Lewis Skelly, Kai Havertz, Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes. We've got some bastards, man. Like some bastards born straight out of wedlock, where we're concerned.
I really want strength in our midfield. I want us to be physically strong, and I want us to have a good player that can actually break lines, like genuinely. And I don't think Zubimendi is that kind of guy. I think he sits too deep for what we need from him.
I think that's fair. What do you make of
And
this? Oh, go on.
sorry, and I was just saying, like,
No,
I
go on.
think.
We're here for this. I just wanted to piggyback off that with something else, but go on. We're listening.
Oh, I was gonna say, like, I think if you want to have a trio of Zubimendi, Rice, and Odegaard, I don't think it's gonna work in the way that we think it is.
Need a bit more physicality, man.
We do, and yeah, I don't know, man. If it's advanced talks and it's moving forward, cool. But it still means that we need to still buy another midfielder that can
Could keep
move like
Partey.
an. We need a number 10, man. Damn it.
There's no tens in Mikel Arteta's system, though. So, are you watching
But
Arsenal, really?
I'm watching Arsenal, but I think we need to rejig somewhere. We need something. And if he doesn't get the players to be part of his system, then what do we do next? Rejig the system. Find the best way to get the best out of the players.
So, could that luxury be afforded to the likes of Raheem Sterling and Odegaard? Because we need to rejig the system and it's not getting the best out of any attackers, then? Got you there, didn't I? Don't want
Not
to answer
really,
that one.
but
It's all right. Arsenal prepared to sell a notable player in a bid to raise funds for summer arrivals. What does that make you feel like? What does that make you think?
it just makes us think that it's time to hurt some feelings.
Whose feelings?
I think it's likely Trossard to go. I don't know
Why
why
is
you're
Trossard?
smiling.
Why you can't, a man
What are
can't
you
smile?
smiling
I'm
for?
alive. Alhamdulillah. Like I'm alive. I've got
Why are
all
you
my
smiling
senses.
for?
I can't smile. Boy, you don't see what she's doing to man. Like I can't smile again. What the hell? You said
What the
Trossard. I
hell?
coincidentally was smiling. Like,
Yeah, because I know who you are. I know what you are.
damn, that's dark, isn't it? You
It
know
is
who I
dark,
am and
but
what I
I
am.
know what you are. I know what you are, and
And
you're
what's that?
smiling because you're just. Anyways,
What's that? What is that? What am I? Handsome?
nothing.
I don't know. I'm a bear. I'm bare things. You just said Trossard. I don't know. You could have said Martinelli. You could have said send Sterling back. You
No,
did. You could have.
Sterling is getting sent back. Let's not worry about that. He's getting sent back. But if they're talking about, you know, a figurehead type selling, then it probably will be Trossard and
Why
maybe
Trossard?
Martinelli. I think Trossard. The only reason why is because I don't think he's prepared to stay as a squad player if we do get a quality winger in the summer. I don't think he's prepared to stay. And if that's the case, thank you for your service. I appreciate you. Still love Trossard, always.
Duds will side with duds. People like me want to move this thing forward, in it. We don't rest on our laurels. But yeah, Trossard, you're so good, so good. Unique qualities. Funny enough, I would keep Trossard because in an ideal world, if we're just, and I know on one hand you need to sign young players for tomorrow and do all of that stuff, but if we're in win now mode, slap Trossard on the bench, back where he was. You know, like that's what he was, a super sub.
But
Get
then
that
that
left
means that
winger.
Martinelli has to go.
Whoa, no, he doesn't. Martin, we cry
No,
about
it
having a squad
does.
of
It
19.
does.
Why?
It does because we need some
Who's
change
spending
at
bread
this
on
club.
Martinelli?
No, we need change at this club. We can't be complacent anymore and let people run because on my days next season they will bang. I promise you they will bang. But
We don't need squad depth. Martinelli has 6
We do
goals.
need squad depth, but we do need one of them to go for us to bring someone else in
No,
to
who told you that? Are
actually.
you finance as well as physio? Who told you got to do all of that?
Hey, listen, I'm good with money. Ask
So
anyone.
man, Tierney's gone, Partey's gone, Bear man are gone, Nelson's gone,
Yeah, get them all gone.
Sterling's gone.
Get them all gone, and bring in good stuff. Bring in the good
Martinelli is
stuff.
good stuff. Like
He's
I
okay
don't know
stuff
why you.
right now. He's all
I,
right stuff.
well, nah,
He's
he's
all right
very good.
stuff.
Martinelli is a big
He's
game
all
player.
right stuff, DG. He is all right
I don't
stuff.
know why you would like Martinelli's
He
done more.
is all right.
Some of us like the wave he does. Some of us like the soft use. I'm not on that.
Listen,
Like,
you can do all sorts of mushkin out of ball as much as you want, but
whoa,
we need you to put the ball at the back of the net, my brother. Put your head up. See where you're going. Make
why?
better decisions.
I think you're quite harsh. I think you're very harsh. Like,
I am
I
harsh.
actually would keep
I am
what?
harsh, and sometimes being
And you're
harsh
not necessarily right.
gets okay. That's fine. If
What
I'm not
is wrong
right,
with
I'm not
having
wrong.
Kai Havertz, Trossard, and Martinelli on the bench?
There's nothing wrong with that, except we're paying them money that they probably don't deserve. Like Havertz for one.
I can't lie. The real you comes out now that you're checked out of Arsenal. You talk about people's body and all these things. Damn, like this ain't the Sammy I know. Like it
Listen,
sounded like one of them
I
Brexit
love
dons.
my club, but they've really destroyed my spirit.
Damn, I mean, that's what happens when you support Trossard, innit? But fair enough, you did your thing. Romano has said Isak is an absolute top target for Arsenal, whereas Liverpool view him as one of the names they're considering. Do you think we could beat Liverpool to his signature? Do you think we could get him? And I'd also ask, why would you leave Newcastle for Arsenal?
It's true. It's true. But he wants big things for himself. So it means I
Why?
need to go to because that's what any player wants. Any player wants to move to a big club and win big things. That's how it goes from young. That's how it is. So it's not a surprise that he wants to move to a big club. But how big are we talking? What are Liverpool going to promise you? How much are they going to give you? And if Arsenal come in, what are we going to give you? What are we going to promise you? What are we going to make sure that we give you to make you happy?
Imagine the number. I don't think he's joining us in it, but I like selling myself the dream. You're right. Like I do think we could convince him of a project, but we'd have to agree something with Newcastle that they want. He'd have to make it clear I want to leave. They'd have to not get Champions League, and regardless of what we're doing in terms of incomings, outgoings, contracts, yada yada yada. That's that. And he'd have to not believe in Newcastle's project. The man's just made history in it. I do think he
He's
will
always
leave
said though,
Newcastle.
he's always said he wants Champions League football. And
They're
if he
gonna get
doesn't get
champs.
it, hmm?
They're gonna get champs.
You think so?
There's 5 places. What Liverpool are a shoe in. I don't want to jinx us, but we're a shoe in. City are 5th, but I back them to get it. I think Forest are gonna do it, or one of them kind of teams, and I'd back Newcastle.
Okay.
Maybe even Villa. Villa could do something. It's Newcastle's to lose, but it's techie.
Okay. It's techie. But if they don't get it, then that's a shoe in for him to say I'm leaving.
He'd have 3 years on his deal, though.
He will leave. I think he will leave. If it's not now, then his season next year is going to determine if that price tag still stays the same or if it goes down. And if it goes down, then what goes down with it?
So if we can't get Isak in the summer, let's just say we get a bad boy left winger. We got Saka. We could persist with either Havertz, Marino, or whatever. We can't get Isak. Would you be prepared to wait on that striker another year?
No,
If there was, damn.
no,
So
I'm not
you'd be
waiting
open to
anymore. I'm
Tesco and
so
that?
sorry. I am not waiting anymore for something that we've begged for. Begged, pleaded. Give me something. I beg.
You having Sane?
I'm not mad at Sane. I'm not.
Well, because you fancy him. He's shit, man. He ain't helping us, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Chris
Why are
Brown,
you
Jaden
mad?
Smith
Why are you
looking, you
mad?
ain't helping
Why
us.
are you mad? I didn't even
He's,
answer the question.
go on. He's not helping us. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Do I look
To be
like a
honest,
brother that needs to be
I
mad
said
about anything? Answer the question, please.
I wouldn't be mad at it, but realistically, I don't think I want Sane.
Fair. What else we got?
Yeah, he didn't let me finish before he started barking.
Is everything all right at home today? Like, is everything all right? Who pissed you off today? Like, did HMRC tell you
No
all the
one pissed me
movies?
off today. I just knew I wanted to come and smoke today.
Why? 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 See how she's admitted that she came in here with bad energy. See us, we don't move
It's
like
not
that.
bad energy. It's not bad energy. It's a bit
That's the
chilly.
difference between
It's a
Martinelli
bit of
fans and
chilly,
Trossard
mate.
fans.
Bit of chilly. Do you not add chili to your food?
Yeah, but you're not spicy at all. So what are you talking about?
I am spicy. Scotch bonnet spicy, love.
Do you even know how to cook but Scotch bonnet? You don't know nothing about that.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways, away from your Rude, you are quite spicy. Yeah. But we have an Osman.
I mean, also not mad at it.
Are you having him or not? Stop the diplomatic stuff.
Do you know what it is? I know what I want. I know what I want. And if it's
Yeah,
not what I
well, is
want,
that might not happen. So alternatives, bro.
alternatives. He's probably my third option.
Wow. So Isaac, Osman, where's number two?
Number two, I'd probably go for Sesko.
Oh, why would you want Sesko though? Because some people say he's not levels and all that.
I'd, from what I've seen,
What you seen? Where did you watch him?
I watched him on a few clips. Relax.
Oh, so you're
Calm
just going
down.
off YouTube comments, YouTube highlights.
I didn't go from YouTube eyes. I went
So
from
where did you
watching.
see him?
God.
Oh my god. I'm asking. I ain't seen him like that. I
I said
want to
I saw
know.
some clips. So what? I can't watch clips anymore to determine if I like a player or not. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but what clips? Did you watch 90 minutes? What clips? I need to do my research. I don't know
I
about
watched a
Cisco.
few on TikTok. Watched a few on Twitter.
So he's your second choice for TikTok clips.
He's my second choice. Yeah. Anyway, next.
I'm gonna stick to the sky and you stick to the physio thing. Don't watch nothing but Nico Williams.
Okay, I'll have him.
I can't lie, I'm gonna get a t-shirt with okay, I'll give you 20%. We're gonna start selling them, people. Like that's her favorite word. It's it's a 4-letter word.
Yeah,
So
because you're not nice.
says everything.
So I'll
I'm not
repeat.
nice. You
Okay.
said you came on smoke. I'm on it.
You were
But
just
yeah,
being very rude about where I get my scouting content from. No,
I
I
just
don't want
wanted
to
to
let him
know.
land. I don't want to let him land.
That's how learn to read. He said, let Sammy land these. You see what happens when your head's hot? You don't make the correct calls.
Yeah,
You
my
see
head
how
is
you
hot. My head is
completely
hot. I'm
F
so
that up.
sorry. I apologize. I apologize.
These are
I've,
people
I've,
that are essentially
I've
doctors,
got
looking
flame. I've
after
got
people's health.
flames. I've got flames cooking here because he's still.
And that is, you see, people, that is the difference between naive high pressing and me sitting back doing the low block counter attacking thing. That is Arsenal. This is Real Madrid. That's why we're not going through. We're not emotional. Nico
Oh, that's
Williams.
cute. You thought you were Real Madrid.
Oh, that's cute. Are you taking Nico Williams?
I
I'm sure
said
you've
yes.
seen
I'll
him on
take
TikTok.
Nico. I'll take. Yeah, I've seen him on TikTok and Twitter,
You're
and I would
saying
take Nico.
2-minute clip share. He's wavy, yeah? Okay. Look, if looks could kill, we might dead, isn't it? Why are you staring at man like that? I
Because
ain't
I
done
already
nothing.
gave you the answer, and you're just being rude again.
Ah, rude. Are you keeping party or Jorginho? Please answer the question, Sammy. Let you know how nice
Jorginho.
that is.
Jorginho. I don't want Partey at my club. Sorry,
Why? Oh, you
I
know
don't want
what?
Partey at my club.
Yeah. Party, you got to go still. You got to go still. Do you having Darwin Nunes?
No.
Why did you laugh like that? Fuck. You don't think he'd do a job? He's not better than our current
Anything,
option.
anybody with eyes just knows that he's a clam waiting to happen, and no, thank you.
Would you make a Lewis Skelly getting called up to England? Big him up.
I'm happy for that guy, man. Love that for him.
Come
Love
on.
that for him.
We've gone over Isaac.
Absolutely love him.
Would you spend 70 million on Camavinga?
Yeah.
Okay, you might know, but would you sign another defender? We've been linked with Joel Hatto, 19, can play left back, been playing left back, played 100 times for his club. Timber was decent.
I'm not gonna lie, defenders are not my priority.
Oh,
If I'm
come on,
being
Sammy.
totally
We need a
honest,
defender. Don't be silly.
it's not my priority. If I'm being honest, yeah. I mean, cool. How many defenders have we gotten in the past? Defender, two defenders every single season. We
Long
need
may it continue.
attackers.
We do need attack. We need both. Tommy's out till December. Zinni's going. Kivio's gonna go. Zinchenko's gone. Tierney's gone. Calafiori cannot defend and picks
Okay,
up
so
injuries. Lewis Skelly's
from
young.
all of these sales that you're going to make, those sales should have replacements. I don't know this guy. Sorry.
Of course you don't. Go on TikTok. 2 minutes.
Don't be
You'll be
rude.
convinced.
Don't be
I'm
rude.
not. I'm not. Go on TikTok. I promise you he's a baller. I promise you he's a baller. I promise you he's a baller. The United have joined the race for Nico Williams. We've gone over that. Kivio,
Don't say my guy because I never said that he was.
I didn't say
Continue.
anything. I
No,
said
I already know what you're
Kivio.
gonna say before you say it. I already know.
Ooh, sorry. I anticipate the second ball and that you could work for Mikel Arteta with his coaching staff. Sorry, anticipating body movement and that you don't know what I was saying. I didn't even say that's your.
I
I can't. I
already
can't accuse you
knew.
for the Kivio thing. But does he need to go?
But you have done multiple times. But anyway,
Today
land.
I've got you for Kivio.
You have done multiple times before. If you were listening with your ears open, you would have heard that.
Oh, you want to talk about listening? Okay, I can't listen. You can't read. We help each other. Would you sell him? What do you make of it? We didn't
I
ask for the
wouldn't. I
rude
wouldn't
baggage.
sell him. I wouldn't sell him. We need a
Aye.
backup. We need a backup.
What if we need to raise funds?
Well, if we sell him, then we need a replacement who is better than him.
You're actually quite rude, man. But you know what? We get through it, man. This is a life lesson, people. Sometimes you have to work with rude people. Let me see a couple of questions before I let her get out of it. We praise you for this. You know, we praise you for this. We all slander Kai and then suggest Nunes. No, I didn't slander him. Kivi or Ismidi, she rates him. Like, there's a difference. Some of us rate Odegaard and Martinelli and this one and that one and the wavy ones. You rate idiots, really and truly. Like, do you think we'll beat Fulham as well? Big up yourself, NK. A man said, "Oh, Sammy is on smoke. DG don't have that. Listen, don't try and draw me out." But yeah, I asked you about Fulham. People are bread in the comments. All you lot do is bread, bare breads. Bro, you're shook
Listen,
of Fulham.
guys, I am. I am. I am. Not gonna lie.
I am as well. I can't lie, I am as well. But I
I
mean,
am. I'm shook
there's
of
no
Fulham.
pressure. We
I'm
need to
shook
do
of
this.
Everton. Hmm?
I said, there's no pressure on us. We're gonna turn into the Mazzolini now.
To be honest, we haven't had pressure against us for a bit, and I would say we're not really moving like prime Barcelona, are we?
She your manager.
That's your manager too.
Yeah, I believe in Arteta. But I'm saying that's your manager. Like, why are
Oh
you trying
wow,
to throw him on?
you
I said
believe in
that's my
Arteta
guy.
today. You believe in Arteta today.
I believe in everything and nothing at the same time. I don't know about you, but I embrace to
I don't
believe
know
everything
about
in my
you,
life
but
to
I
be a
haven't
lie.
heard that tone come from you though. Never.
Nah, you can see my tweets. I believe in. I've said he's a very good coach. I've actually said Trossard's a very good finisher, even though people call me a hater. I
You
don't
are.
need to, huh?
You are.
I don't need to do the you thing of the Arteta sexual stuff. I'm just quite honest in
I'm
my
not doing
opinion.
that. I'm just saying that you are.
Oh, so you're Arteta out?
Yeah.
Are you seriously? Banner aside, you're Arteta out?
Banner aside. Listen, the thing is, as much as I can be Arteta out, he's still gonna be our manager.
Now forget all of that. We hear that. We know you're educated in your football and balanced in your opinions. We hear that. Are you Arteta out? Why do you want Arteta out?
I want him out because I want to win stuff. But he hasn't won us anything. Well,
He's won us
FA
3
Cup,
trophies.
but what FA Cup and Community Shield.
English Super Cup, yeah, very big
Shut up.
trophies.
Shut up. Shut up.
Wenger. I mean, sorry, Sir Alex Ferguson counts them as honors. What's wrong with winning the English Super Cup?
So if they counted as honours, then boy, then technically speaking, then we have won trophies with Arteta if that's the case.
In
If
my
that's the
opinion,
case,
go on, go
no,
on.
that's it.
I can't lie. Like, you could argue the English Super Cup is harder to win than the Premier League or the Champions League. It's a unique territory where you need unique qualities, and it is at the start of the season where you're not really fit. You don't know who's at the club and not at the club. Like, is it wrong for thinking like that?
It's not wrong like thinking like that. But at the same time, is that a universal thinking?
I don't know, because universally people thought Trossard was levels, and they're probably 2-3 years behind my thing. Like,
Oh, look at him, the godfather of football.
I'm not the Godfather. Just know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? You know, it's calm.
I'm
It's
glad
all
that you're
right.
smiling. I'm really glad that you're smiling. You believe that.
I'm so happy to smile, man. Now, I'm trying to be like you. She introduced me to Ian Wright. You lot should have seen the way Ian Wright was. Oh, Sammy and gold diggers. Oh my God. We're not new. We are being blessed here today. 2 questions left now. I have a question for you two. Do you think if the side-to-side football is sped up and played about 18% more centrally, do you think more goals would come? I'll put those in monkey brain terms. I mean, she TikTok analysis and she just mocked me for not knowing ball in that. So I'm gonna let you take that away.
Do you think if the side-to-side football was sped up and played about 18% more century, do you think more goals come? I think more goals would come if we were able to get more out of Odegaard, I think.
Nasty. Nasty.
What?
Have you made that all about Odegaard?
No, because I think he's the one that makes most of the stuff happen centrally, if I'm being honest.
Okay, that's her answer. I'm going to now provide a higher level analysis. when you look at the 2022-23 season where we liked our attacking play, yeah, we was probably an unknown entity, but we looked fairly threatening down the left and down the right. Why is that? Because our left-hand side had some stability with Zinchenko as the inverted fullback, and obviously with Granit Xhaka. Now we know Rice is now going to become that 8, but we still haven't solved that problem. And then obviously between Trossard and Martinelli down the left-hand side, there's an issue. We don't move the ball quick enough. And I think we have to have more runners in behind. And I think we need to have a lot more movement and a lot more creativity or getting our players in 1v1 positions. We do need to get, Sammy's partly right. We need to get a lot out of Odegaard, but that's only one man. When he's marked out the game, we're in issues. So this is what I mean in my streams every day, where I say, I think Mikel Arteta's got a lot to address on the tactical front beyond just signing people. And there was a good question.
Did you answer the question?
I did answer it.
Do you think more goals would come?
If we move the ball quicker, yeah, naturally. Wow, shock. You move the ball quicker, low and deep blocks are going to be, their system's going to be exposed. Yes, in layman's terms. But he clearly, because he's saying percentages, understands football to a certain degree. So I had to operate at a certain degree and then bring it back down in simplistic terms for the physio. Is that good? Did I answer it to your standard now? And there was a question.
You're answering for him. It doesn't matter what I have to say.
Okay. And my last question for you, as we appreciate the time you've spent here. If Arteta were given 5 more years, would he win the league?
I don't know, I'm not going to lie. I don't know. Because from what I'm seeing right now, if we're always going to be second hand, then when are we ever going to be number 1?
You're right. Do you know what? I want to say yes, I want to say yes, because surely if you keep banging at something, surely you're going to get there. But 5 years, that is that question. We've had 3 years, whatever way we want to shape year 1, year 2, year 3, we ain't done it. So I want to say I'm kind of with Sammy. You can't really answer that. And you are right, Dark, man. My question was dodged and Odegaard was scapegoat. It's all right. Sammy answered it to the best of her abilities. We understand it is calm, and she is completely out of Mikel Arteta. But there's going to be no doubt a stream in a year from now or something when Arteta wins stuff, and I remind her about what she said and ask for an apology. She's going to deny that this whole conversation happened, and apparently I'm negative. But Sammy, it's been amazing having you here. It started off peacefully. I hope you've enjoyed yourself. How are you? Everything good? You gonna do the outro? You gonna tell them to like, comment, and subscribe?
No, you can do it.
Why are you being horrible? You came on smoke, and I've matched your smoky settings and completely collapsed
anything, please.
You're right. I bettered it, but on a humble thing, like humble. You're doing your thing. You're like Ipswich. You're like Kieran McKenna. You play good football in that, and then at the end of the day, I win. Sammy, it's always a pleasure.
Okay.
One thing I'm gonna ask you though is, where can they find you? I'm gonna ask you this. Oh no, sorry. I said that last week or the week before. Am I allowed to say that again? Am I allowed to ask for your socials?
Oh my God, you actually give me a headache. Jesus.
You're giving yourself a headache. Let people know they can find you, man. What's going on?
Right. Anyways, guys, you can find me on TikTok at SRUSEIKEE. Same on Instagram, same on Twitter.
It will, all that crap will be, well, not crap, but all of the socials is the better word. Yeah, big up the thumbs. All of it will be in the description. Sammy, on a serious note, I'll give you next week off because there's no reason to talk about Arsenal. Appreciate you each and every time. I know I give you a lot of crap, but I appreciate it. We appreciate you. You're our captain. I'm nice to her, but she's horrible to me. So on that note,
you're not nice to me. Sorry, I'm not having that.
The maddest thing is everyone can see it. I don't need to beef you. Yeah, she can get out of it.
You're not nice to me.
I'm nice.
You're not.
Right, before you get out of here, yeah.
I've seen how you are with other people. You're not nice to me.
Who are these other people? You're part of the gang, man. We've got time for you, Sammy. We've got time for you. You lot just hit their like buttons and all of that when you're doing a phone in DG. I would do that, but once I saw Tapping Tobes do that and someone put their knob on, so I don't really want to get indulged. Yeah, big up Tapping Tobes. I don't really want to get in a scenario. Could you imagine if Sammy weren't here and I invite someone to speak and you're seeing dinglings? Every all-inclusive platform, that's not my thing, in it. We don't support Manchester United. But on that note, people, like, comment, subscribe, follow Sammy on the socials. We appreciate her. She's our captain of this platform. Enjoy your night, darling.
You too.
Think when you have a bath and you shower and you pray and you go to and you think to God, yeah, please ask him for repentance. Yeah, please ask him to help you because you're being very horrible to people. And I don't want to see you self-destruct. I want the best for you. We don't have to do you like Aubameyang getting contracts ripped up. There's a player here. Do you want to be like Rashford or Garnacho? Do you want to leave Man United or you want to be here? But yeah, we'll leave you to think about that. I don't know why you're screwing me. I don't know why you're screwing me. You can never screw me. You can never intimidate me. Anyways, people, smash the like button, all that good stuff. We are out.
Like